Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Sunday, December 21st, 2025, and I'm here to do a general collective reading. Happy first day of winter. Hopefully we make it through this winter without any trouble. Happy winter solstice. If you're new here, this is a timeless read, so it's for whenever you come across it, okay? Even though we're approaching Christmas, it could be summer when you're watching this, and it could still be relevant to your life, okay? Only take what applies and toss the rest. Don't try to make things fit, and you're free to switch the genders and the roles if you need to, okay? Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I'm having a slow day. I'm not going out today at all. I don't feel up to it. I don't know. Very quiet. So let's see where we're going with this. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors of the highest light. What's the message for the collective? So we have entertainment. You could be working in the entertainment field, or something's very entertaining. Overarching energy. It could be a group of people. It doesn't have to be. You're on your purpose. A group of people for entertainment purposes like to launch crusades against people. These are haters. These are trolls. I see a lot of them online, whether it's tarot or not. It's any content creator knows. These people go around on a tear. And it makes them feel like they're big or something. They have their inside jokes they tell each other in the comments section under their different false profiles. You know what I'm saying? We see it all the time. They think they're all that in a bag of chips. Really, it's a sad, sad state of affairs. These people don't have anything going for them. That's why they have to pick on other people, okay? They hate the world, they hate people because what? Maybe they were rejected at some point, or they felt rejected. I don't know. There's something lacking within them. Yeah, I think so. Oh, there we go. That makes better sense. Yeah, doing witchcraft on everybody because they hate people. They hate people because people don't, I don't know. Maybe they were rejected. They were the least favored in their family. I don't know. But they need to heal, right? Now, when I say witches or warlocks or anything like that, and while we're reading these cards, it's always in the negative, okay? There's good people out there that do healing work and they're professionals and they're masters of what they do. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the ones who do baneful magic for their own causes, for their own kicks, shits and giggles. They hurt people on purpose, okay? You could be in the limelight. They want the limelight. They can't. People look up to you and they can't stand that because nobody will look up to them. They look down on them because of the things they do, nefarious things they do. Yeah. Oh, you're getting too big for your britches. I don't like you. They don't even know you. Mm-hmm. They want you gone. Or maybe you just don't. Maybe they tried reaching out to you and you just don't. You're not interested. Maybe you don't want to join their little coven. Yeah, now they're feeling haunted for what they've done. Somebody could be gone. Somebody could have left suddenly out of their group, or out of their home. It could be a backfire. You're on your purpose here. If they're trying to get you off your purpose, that's a big no-no. Listen, you don't have to worry about anything. Protect yourself as much as you can. Keep your prayers up and your vibes up. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is fear nothing. Okay? Fear is just you're worried about things that haven't happened yet. Protect yourself, yes. Just know that God is protecting you. If you're on your purpose, damn spanky, okay? Whatever this is, whatever's happening here is perfect justice. They're facing hardships. They're self-preservation mode. Things have changed. It's not the same anymore because they've been doing this over and over again, not to you, but other people, not just to you. There's a backstory here. Now they have to change their backstory because things aren't working out. This person's very vain, or these people are very vain. Yeah, spirit throne. Somebody's gone. They wanted your throne. They wanted it for attention. They wanted to be you. I can't make this up. This is competition. Wow, this. They're stealing your creativity or repeating your creative work, whatever you do. They thought it'd be funny. Wise guys, right? Organized crimes, religion. Yeah. This is happening now. They're doing something on the Ouija board. Oh boy, these people are going down. And now they have to change their backstory either to the group, because they lied about you and said that you were doing baneful magic, shit like that, or to the world, I don't know, and or all of them have to change their stories, because whatever you do for work, obviously you're doing very well and they don't like it. It's competition. It could be competition, but I'm also picking for some of you. It could be family member or friend that's also trying to compete with you in whatever it is that you're doing. But Their backfires is happening rapidly now, okay? And they're getting hurt. I mean, in one way or the other. It could be money, could be looks, could be health, it could be anything. And they have to explain why these things are happening to them if they're so protected, if they're so loved by God, if they're so doing the right things. Why are you losing your home? Why are you losing your car? Why are you losing your relationships? Why are you losing your family? Why are you losing your health? Why are you losing everything that you coveted? Hmm? Hmm? Explain that one. Oh, it's somebody else's fault. I get it. It's always somebody else's fault with these bozos. Entertainment. They were doing this for just for entertainment purposes, not to save the world against somebody that's in service to God. No, no, no. It's all laughing. Laughing. That's all they do is laugh, laugh, laugh. That's how they get their laughter, and that's how they get their joy. You got to go and heal. This epiphany here, self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Oh, they didn't realize that you're self-talented. It's so funny because before I started this read, I was hearing they didn't think much of you. I don't know if by looks or by the way you act. Maybe you're very humble. You don't walk around with a big ego, or you're very confident. Maybe they mistook that for ego. I don't know. These people often do. But yeah, they looked at you, didn't think much. Oh, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna notice them. Look at me, I'm flashy. Everybody's gonna notice me. No. It's been going on for a long time here. They're trying to delay you. There's a lot of procrastination here. Okay, too busy. Somebody's running, trying to outrun their karma. Escape, denial, and excuses. Yeah, keep running. Karma runs faster. This was all cheap thrills. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. Now there's going to be an apology. Arrogant, rash actions, and insincere. They might be facing legalities here. It's against the law, what they are doing. Okay? There are hate crimes. That's it falls beneath the category of hate crimes, and every country has them now. Okay? Especially if it has something to do with spirituality or religion, or gender, or skin color, or anything. Caste system. There could be a lot of suing going on here in the near future too. Lawyers, court, paperwork. Yeah, your glow up's going to be beautiful. Thank you. New opportunities, new careers, successful business. People are sipping here. Rumors, gossip, and nosy. They're feeling salty. They're bitter, they're angry, and they're petty. Petty betties. Listen, they're all looking in the past going, why did you tell me to come after this person? They're blaming one another. Bunch of karmics. If they're in the same field as you, how dare they, right? They're karmics, third parties, haters, lessons learned. These are psychopaths. Masked themselves as healers. Unbelievable. Now they're paranoid. Unbelievable. Cautious, insecure, and guarded. Go sit down and heal. Leave innocent people alone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anyhow, let's get this deck out. Entertainment purposes only. Laughter, epiphany. You're happy. You're joyful. You're healthy. And they can't stand that. So what's that? You're still going strong. You're still happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, whatever. Okay? And wealthy doesn't have to be money. It could very well be. But you're able to pay your bills. You know what I mean. You maintain. And that's an epiphany. Oh my gosh, nothing's happening to them. How long have we been doing this after a long amount of time? And nothing's happened to them? What's that say? Wake up, people. Ugh. There we go. Home, 20. Home, family, roots, identity, and stability. You're still stable. Still have a home. Maybe these people are losing their homes. I don't know. I don't wish this on anybody, but especially at wintertime if you're in the northern climes. It's pretty rough in the wintertime. Something to do with a home as well. Somebody could have stolen a home. I don't know what this is. You could be working from home. I don't know. Good turnaround. 27. That's a 9. There's a hermit. There's an investigation, and or they effed around and they found out. Someone was trying to mirror you, steal from you. You're doing mirror magic, glamour spells, affecting your looks or trying to. You're still beautiful. You're still handsome. You're still skinny. If they wanted to make you fat and dumpy, it's right back where they are. Good turnaround, unexpected recognition, money, and inheritance. So this could have something to do with inheritance, spiritual or 3D. They wanted to be recognized as the one with the spiritual inheritance, the chosen one. I get it. I'm the chosen one. Everybody kiss my ass. I tell the world I'm the chosen one. I'm a divine being. Oh God. Great fortune. They think great fortune comes with chosen ones. Okay. Well-being, fulfillment, dreams coming true. Look at me. My dreams are coming true. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Subscribe and like. Yeah. In her thoughts. It's all dreams. See? Longing, cravings for love. They want a higher level soulmate, but they're stuck in karmicville. Make that make sense. Yeah, they want a rich lord. They think that a divine being, their divine masculine, divine feminine will make them rich. 13. Idealism, ambitions, business, and favorable luck. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Something to do with a letter, information, news, message, and communication. The truth is coming out because that reminds me of Veritas, right? Oh, something to do with time yet again. They're running out of time. Power, transformation, reincarnation, and secret meetings amongst these people. Okay, romance, friendship, good luck, and harmony. Trapped. Now they're trapped. They're trapped in their gloomy thoughts. Imprisonment, constraints, limitations, secrets, and misfortune. Gloomy thoughts, sadness, depression, mental illness, and fear. Because this was theft. They were stealing from you either your intellectual property or money, or trying to block you from doing your work and being seen as you should. Loss, disappearance, abandonment, and eruption. So people are abandoning these people or this cause or whatever because they're figuring it out. This is bullshit. Somebody was lying. Of course. Entertainment, laughter, epiphany, and house. Listen, if you're really and truly in service to God, you don't need a group of people to work with, especially witches and warlocks that are doing baneful magic and bending wills. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not of God then. I'm not saying witches and warlocks aren't. I'm saying those who do harm to others aren't. Okay? Those playing God in other people's lives aren't. And they probably went out last night or maybe tonight. I don't know when they do it because it's winter. It's the winter solstice to do their little fucking dancing naked out in the woods. I don't know. They freeze their bits and bobs off. Entertainment, laughter, epiphany, and home. Anger. This is all fueled by anger. Somebody's anger. Go sit down and heal. Use its fire to transform, not destroy. They won't do that. Rage, frustration, resentment. Well, that's their problem, not mine. You want to live like that? Go right ahead. You're just going to make yourself sick. And you know what I'm saying? You're vibing low. You really want to be vibing low, especially when you're putting shit out there? I don't know. The group is finding out this person or these people betrayed them. Healing begins with acceptance and forgiveness, deception, treachery, and backstabbing. People are losing stuff, okay? Even their health, their life, a lot of trauma. Well, I was traumatized when I was little, so therefore I think the world should be traumatized too. Go sit down and fucking heal. I'm getting sick of your energy. Do you understand? Fort Knox over here. Do you understand? Fort Knox. Your scars are proof of resilience and survival. Pain, wound, and shock. You're in shock because you're in control. Or somebody was trying to control you. Oh, they're in shock that the one person I got them to do this. See, it's a puppet master. I never saw this card. It's on strings here. They had somebody dancing. A whole bunch of people dancing on strings. It is what it is. Oh, dear. Yeah, that doesn't look so good under my nail, but that's just glue. Anyway. Control. By letting go of the illusion of control, we open ourselves to genuine freedom. There you go. Domination, manipulation, and power. Somebody wanted power. Power at any cost? That's not a way to go. You know, eventually it's going to catch up to you, especially if you're working, if you're dealing with spirituality. Obviously, whoever this is deals in the dark. They trust and they believe in the dark, right? If there's a dark, there's a light. And we all know who wins at the end of the day. It's not the dark. No matter how much you try, the dark shall not win. It is what it is. What a bunch of boneheads. Entertainment purposes, right? Laughter. Oh, we're having such a great time. These people are my friends now. I've never had a friend in my fucking life. No wonder with that kind of attitude. It's an epiphany. Oh boy, I'm losing my home now. Somebody's angry, or a whole bunch of people are angry. Somebody was trying to make you homeless for some reason, to make you look like you're not who you say you are. To make you what? If you work from home online, make you seem like you're not doing a good enough job. You're too much of a competitor against them, so they'd rather you lose their home. I'm really picking up some of these people have lost their homes. And like I said, I'm not speaking this over them. I don't want anybody out in the cold, homeless. But if this is what they've been doing, do you know what I'm saying? They've been warned and cautioned. I mean, I'm just one person warning and cautioning them. I know other readers have as well. Not very smart. Not very smart. You know what I've noticed as well? Some of these AI channels where it's all AI. It's all, it's not, you'll hear everything's AI, even the voice. And they're trying to tell you what's going on the other side, you know, spirituality. A lot of these videos are very familiar. I've caught a few where it's like, hey, that's my reading. You know what I mean, Jody? There's a lot of fakes and phonies out there. Just be very careful, okay? Where are we going with this, please? Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on them too, so here we go. Thank you, Spirit. 3 of Cups, somebody's not happy. Parting of ways. Breaking up. This is ending friendships. This is a lot of gossip. A lot of gossip. Ending cults, covens, secret societies, or friendships. Somebody's not happy. The party's over. The laughter has died. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. 9 of Cups. Somebody's a greedy guts here. They wanted it all for themselves. Ta-da! Look at me! Look at me! I'm all that in a bag of chips. Yeah, this is ego. This is all ego. Wanting domination, wanting power. Look at me. I'm healing people. I'm donating to people. Look at me. You're too strong. Wish fulfillment. You're too strong. Yeah. Somebody wanted to dominate. Somebody's in there. You're very strong. It's male or female. You're standing in your power. You go your own way. You're unafraid. You're a leader. Or they wanted to appear like a leader. You're handsome. You're beautiful. Male or female. Place the genders where it belongs. You're unafraid. You're captivating. You're actually attracting and attractive. You're divinely protected. You're not afraid to speak your truth or take action when you need to. This is a go-getter. It's a leader. It's a creator of sorts. Yeah, 9 of Wands. You overcame, persevered. You put up some boundaries. Congratulations. Somebody's feeling very paranoid here because they're watching from a distance. Okay, they're watching. Somebody could be holding a flame for you, holding a torch for you. They're watching from a distance and somebody's really paranoid here. What does that mean? If you're still strong and healthy, you're still healing other people, you're still looking good, feeling good, smiling and laughing. None of their magic's working. Yeah. Now they're bracing themselves here. Nothing's working. There's no growth, no expansion. They don't want to take any action, any more action. Somebody said, oh. If they're setting you passion or lust spells, nothing's working. They didn't take any action. They don't want to take any action now. Oh, boy. They don't want to take any action now. They have no protection. Star in reverse. They told me to put that back in. They're paranoid. They're trying to block people from watching you if you are online. Yeah. This is a 10 of Cups. This is blocking a group, a family, or a community. Blocked by a group, family, or community. Either or. Somebody's not happy. They were scapegoating you. 10 of Cups. They're not happy. This is not a happily ever after. Right? Because you transmute and alchemize whatever they sent your way. You're very protected. Okay? You're in a circle of protection. You know the truth. You just haven't spoken it. Swords right there. You know they're a bunch of liars. You're keeping your emotions very, very balanced here. You're very protected, by the way. You have all the tools you need for success. You're co-creating with the divine. As above, so below. Yeah. You know that somebody's trying to improvise, impersonate, An Empress energy. You're going to be taking action against these people. Or somebody else's. This is somebody that's very chaotic, very toxic, greedy, selfish, jealous, lazy, wanting power and control. They can't control themselves, okay? This is somebody that's trying to disempower you, take away your value. I don't think so. Not today, Satan, not today. Somebody's upset. 6 of Wands. They got exposed. They're being exposed. Public humiliation. Maybe they're doing those humiliation spells, or I don't know what they are. Reckless, careless, foolish. They took unnecessary risks. They think everybody's naive and gullible. They think that they're the smartest person out there. Oh, look at me, look at me. Yeah. They wanted to sacrifice you. Sacrifice. Have to sacrifice themselves. Somebody's going to have to sacrifice because whatever they were trying to do to you, it's not working. So you know, we all know what that means. It's come back to them. The devil's going to come and collect off of their hides. They're stuck. They're really stuck. They don't know what to do. They don't want people to be enlightened, or they think, oh, you're gullible and naive. You're not enlightened about what we do in the background. They're kind of trying to cause delays here, or make you wait, or make other people wait. They're struggling with something. Oh boy, this is corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority. Somebody is in their ego, in their pride, very arrogant. They have an image to uphold. Well, wait a minute. How am I going to keep this going? You can't. Okay, you've been found out. Male or female, placing genders where it belongs. This is something that bends the public pressure. They'll do and say anything that they have to make it look like they're still on top. Yeah, look at this. 5 of Swords. What I tell you, they'll do anything. Willing to do whatever it takes to win. 5 of Swords. Win at any cost. These people working with this person, they're looking at the past words, what was said in the past, and they're examining what was said, or maybe they're examining what you're saying, and they're realizing this person's a fucking liar. So, a snake oil salesman. There we go. Go peddle your wares elsewhere, I heard. So they could be coming to cults, groups, covens, secret societies, asking them for help. And these people are examining what was said or what is being said right now. They're going, nah. Things aren't registering. This person's a fucking energy vampire. They're not getting any more energy from you or anybody else. Starve them. That's the other thing. When I woke up this morning, I definitely heard starve them. Starve the fuckers. This is somebody that's draining the coffers, draining you. Somebody's drained, feeling drained. This is not love. They're not coming from a loving space at all. They don't even love themselves. Somebody's not happy. Yeah, they're coming after people's destinies, Wheel of Fortune. This is a gold digger and a clout chaser. Remember, this is fated. Seen through the illusions here. All that glitters is in gold. 7 of Cups in reverse. They can't coerce anybody else to do their bidding anymore. Their promises aren't promising. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want that. No, you can keep it. This is all illusions and delusions. Running out of options. They can't come through. They can't produce on their promises, maybe. But people are definitely seeing through them big time. They're talking shit. That's what it is. Okay, they're talking shit. Maybe they're now verbally abusive to others now because they can't get their way. Psychologically abusive. There's a lot of psychological warfare. Never mind spiritual. Okay. You healed your heart. You're good. You're good. This is a blessing in disguise for you. You're moving forward. Yeah, this is universally driven. This is victory. Congratulations. I like this for you. They could be swearing up a storm. It's something to do with you moving forward. They can't catch up to you, or they don't want you moving further than them. If this is competition, just say your numbers or something, and they don't want you getting close to them. You know, because they stole to get to where they needed to, where they are. You didn't. You're doing this honestly. So, I don't know. If you're under the canopy or the umbrella of the universe, this conscious awareness, it's radical acceptance, okay? Everybody involved, they're sorry for what they took. Not everybody, but I'm just saying some of them are sorry for having taken place, having taken, I don't know, some sort of actions towards you. They want to move forward. So moving forward now. This is movement. This is radical acceptance. Somebody's taking accountability. It's awareness. They need to bring back balance to their own lives, never mind, to what they've done. King of Cups. Somebody's drinking in their feelings, male or female. They're very malicious, ruthless, and cruel. Emotionally manipulative. They're careless. They don't care about anybody else. They just want to win. They're emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature, self-serving, and self-absorbed. Yep, they were passing around some false info here, that's for sure. False and misleading information. This is somebody that doesn't want to heal their inner childhood wounds. This is somebody that trauma bonds with others. Unrequited love or this is non-reciprocal. If this is a group, they weren't reciprocating. The group was doing all the work. They're just sitting back watching it, them laughing probably. Oh, you're going to get all the karma, not me. Yeah, no, they're going to get the karma too. Now going back to the past. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This is somebody that committed a crime. This was abuse. They're endangering others. This is so reckless. It's not even funny because this is backfires. Bad news. No communication. They're trying to stop you from moving forward. Yep. Devil energy. Wow. Wanting power and control. Somebody's in their ego. They're trying to make you sound like the devil itself. Demonic, I just heard. Someone was pulling the strings. See this machine here? Pulling strings. And this person's got a wrench and this person's got a shovel. So they were probably, I'm not giving them an out, but I'm just picking up the energy here, okay? The ones that were working underneath this person, this tyrant, were probably thinking they are doing the right things. They're finding out it wasn't. It's very toxic. Now they're bound to this. It's a backfire. These people are bound. Boom. And they are scared. A lot of lies, illusions, deception, manipulation. The moon is upright. They're in their feelings now. They are scared. They were doing spell work for sure. Devil and the moon side by side, and the backfires. Oh yeah, they're scared. The backfires are hitting them. The Five of Cups are parting away. It's grieving and regretting what they've done. Somebody could be a big fucking ass drinker. I'm sorry, I keep picking that up, but I don't know why they keep emphasizing on this. Now they're feeling sorry for themselves. They're crying the blues. They're crying over what they lost, what the potential of what they could have had. All this money. All this money. This is an opportunist. They wanted everybody's blessings. They wanted to be in this. They wanted to be blessed, right? I want to be a chosen one. I want to be blessed by God. Well, you got to be in a position to be blessed by God. You can't be doing devil's work and be blessed by God. This is bearing false witness. This is divination, abuse. They're in debt. Loss of children. They need this money for debt. Okay, they're in debt. Well, they can't manage their money. Okay, this is bad financial news. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn their lessons. They know they shouldn't be spending, but they spend anyway because they have an image to uphold. Well, I got to go out and buy this wig. I got to go out and buy this bling. I got to go out and buy this car. Make it look like I'm so popular and sought after. Why? What's it get you at the end of the day but debt? Oh, well, we'll just steal it from somebody else. Some non-suspecting person. It doesn't work that way. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know what's going on here. Why it was done. Somebody has addictions as well, like I said. Yep, 3 cups. They lied to this group. There's a lot of talking going on right now. A lot of partying. That was all lies. They lied to these groups. To these friends. 7 swords. Lying, cheating, and/or stealing. Yeah. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. They got a lot of confidence doing this. They got a pep in their step doing this. Now people want to come back in from out of the cold. It's all lies. Look at this. Ace of Swords. It's all been lies. All been a pack of lies. People don't want to talk to this person anymore. This is financial ruin, spiritual jail. So they led people to their ruin. Damn. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Ending a collaboration. Ending a third-party situation or false contracts. They can't glom off of you and anybody else. They can't build off of you and your mastery anymore. Their plans are falling through. They know they're all under divine judgment. This is awareness. They need to take accountability. It's ringing loudly in their ears now. You could be at other readers, if you're a reader or working online or something like that. They're online. They hear it. It's on repeat. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop doing what you're doing. It's not going to work out very well for you. It's not ringing loudly in their ears. Now they want to take accountability. Oh, somebody's feeling kind of way. They're feeling kind of salty right now because everybody knows what they've been up to. They could have caused unlives, by the way, in people's families. See, be careful what you do, okay? You're doing spell work under the while you're inebriated. I don't know. I keep picking up the glasses and the bottles here. There's an unalive. I don't know. They wanted to unalive you. It got to the point where it got so bad that they couldn't take you out, and they needed to be right in front of these people. Okay, yeah, this is no reconciling, no peace, harmony, or contentment. They're feeling sorry for themselves. This is disaster. Somebody has addictions, obsessions. They went to extremes, inappropriate behavior. They're unstable and insecure. This was unfair. This was not fair. They cannot balance this out. Okay? No conflict resolution, no reconciling. This is not of God. Do you understand? You're not a divine anything. They can't alchemize. They can't transmute. Maybe they were hoping these groups, covens, cults, whatever, secret societies would transmute all these energies off of them. I don't know. That's why, or they were hoping that they wouldn't get hit by the backfires, but they have been. Oh, look at this. Somebody got taken out. It was unfair. They wanted to take you out. At the end of the day, they did too much. Ten of Swords in reverse. Now they're sorry. They're having this is spell work. This is wearing a mask, very insincere, scam artist. Love bombing. They didn't want you having support, friendship, or love. This is somebody having casual hookups. I don't know. Knight of Cups. They can't manage their money. Something to do with money and watching their money. They don't watch their money. Yeah, the world's upside down. They are offline. They don't want you being supported, maybe, if you are online. Or they're not getting the support now. I don't know. The world is upside down, whatever this is. The world in reverse. They kept doing something over and over again. Didn't want to learn their lesson or stop what they were doing. It's unfinished business. I just heard they keep pushing the envelope. And somebody's jealous of you. They don't know their value and their worth. They're greedy and they're selfish. Materialistic. Very, very codependent, clingy. Unfaithful. You can't trust this person. Not hard work. They're lazy. They don't want to do any work. They just want to pose their. Look at this. This is not a fan of yours. This is in reverse. They don't have any fans. They want to pose there as if they're all that in a bag of chips. Male or female. Could be a couple at the helm. King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Get rich quick schemes. Lazy. Jealous. Materialistic. Look at me. Bully. Very codependent, clingy. Spendthrift. They can't hold on to their money. The minute they steal the money, they need more. Somebody's watching you from afar. It's all online. Scamming people online. Page of Swords. They're under surveillance. They're being investigated. Somebody's got curious and looked you up or looked something up. Yeah, you're the star. You're healthy. You're balanced. You're divinely protected. This is divine intervention. Somebody was lying. They mad. They were targeting you. They wanted to make a name off of themselves, off of targeting actual divine beings or chosen ones or whatever you want to call them. They made a name off of themselves as if they're big and all grand and all of that. This is somebody that's so jealous and abusive. It's not even funny. They lie. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty and they're cruel. And they targeted you. And this is self-sabotage. Yeah, something to do with your work. Trying to steal your work, working others. People see clearly what's going on here. They're going to get let go. You're not mentally conflicted about it. You know exactly what's going on. This is success. This is you mastered your emotions. You mastered what it is you do for life or a living. You put a lot of work and effort in. You're very successful. You concentrate on what you need to do. And these people are just working others. Good for them. They all got worked at the end of it. Truth and clarity. You're working on bringing the truth and clarity out. Congratulations. You're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. There's nothing wrong with you. They're going to have to abandon this. Abandon ye all hope. Abandon ye all hope. I can't remember what that is. Anyways, you're very loyal. You're very trusting, trustworthy. Healing. They need to go heal. Drop all of this and go and heal. This is illumination. They've been exposed. I heard double dipping, whatever that means. Oh boy. Yeah, it's all a one-sided deal. Poor decisions. Didn't use their higher wisdom and now they're getting hit hard. This is consequences to their poor decisions. They're aware of the highway, false contracts. This is very karmic. This is lessons learned. You know, they were jealous of you. They lied. They were vindictive, vile, spiteful, bitter, and wanted to cause you harm, male or female. This is somebody that thought they were sly and very, very smarter than the average bear, but they're not. They're not very, they have no wisdom. They have no experiential wisdom. They don't learn lessons. That's the problem. That's why maybe they're trying to steal your wisdom, claim it as theirs. Their experiences, it's not. This is a fake and a phony. They're underhanded. They don't care who they hurt. They really don't, as long as they come out on top as a high spiritual, somebody that's spiritually high ranking. They lied about a platform. They lied about God. I don't know. They're lying to God. They're getting smacked by God, the Hierophant. They lied about being a spiritually high ranking person. It's a wannabe. It's a wannabe. It's a wannabe. It's a wannabe. 3 of Wands. They don't want to let go. It doesn't serve. They can't move forward. They know this. Okay, they can't move forward without anybody else helping them. They wanted you sitting there waiting while they move forward. They certainly didn't want you moving beyond where they are. I can't let anybody know this person's a real one. Maybe they all know you're a real one. They just didn't want you moving forward. I don't know. Their plans are falling apart. They're not expecting this. They're not prepared for this. 2 of Wands. They're blocked. It's going to happen suddenly. They can't move forward. They're afraid to make a decision here. There's no contingency plans. Yeah. Whew. Justice. They committed an injustice. Damn. King of Wands. This is no leader. This is no leader, male or female. Okay, it could be warlocks. It could be a poser or a player, somebody that has no morals, ethics, or honor. Okay, they don't protect or defend anybody but themselves. They wanted to take your place, or they're trying to take other people's places. Maybe they've done this over and over again in the past. Who knows? But they bit off more than they can chew with the King of Wands in reverse. Male or female if it's not a warlock. Oh boy. The lights are home, but the lights are on, but nobody's home, I just heard. This is the wizard behind the curtain. They've been exposed. Yeah, they're not all that a bag of chips. They could lose their platform, or this is somebody that's not. This is a false prophet or prophetess leading people astray. They have no faith. Okay. False conflict, false contract, yes. But this could also be there's divorces and separations in their world. This is somebody that doesn't value tradition or traditional values or traditional relationships, put it that way. This is somebody who's very corrupt. It's abuse of power, abuse of authority. Giving out false, misleading information, bad counsel. Trying to steal people's inheritances. Or this is a lot of, they're losing a lot of money. 10 of Pentacles. They thought they'd be able to maintain this long term. They can't. See, this deck has got tarot in it, so it must have something to do with tarot. It doesn't have to be. But these people are disloyal. The dogs are in reverse. They could have gotten together into a relationship with somebody in this group or cult, coven, secret society. It was fake. Whatever this is, it's family discord. People are losing money. This is not their inheritances, okay? This is not their futures. They're going to lose everything because of what they've done to you. Yeah, they're going to lose their home, their money, their families. Hey, gosh. They're unstable right now. 4-4, the angels are on it, that's why. Time is up. There's something to do with time. I don't know if these spells, because there's a clock here, there's an hourglass there. They're heartbroken. Everybody knows the truth. They're heartbroken because they know everyone knows the truth. They're trying to heal from something, or they're waiting for something, and it's not happening. They were waiting for their spell work to work. It's not happening. You see the checkered floor? It's because you're balanced between your dark and light. You're still at peace here. You're still healthy. You've got lots of time ahead of you. It's not your time to go. If they were trying to do unalive spells, it's not your time to go. Maybe this does break your heart to see these people doing that. I know it breaks my heart because it doesn't need to be this way. There you go. 2 of Cups. They're on their own. Lack of trust. Don't see eye to eye. This is karmic. So karmic. It's not even funny. There's no love here. There's no emotions. Somebody doesn't give a shit about the next person. Yeah. Flighty person. Somebody did something too quickly. Somebody's feeling some sort of passion. Somebody's daffed around, found out. There you go. Somebody's on their own. They ruined their whole world. If you notice, it's not a lantern, it's a clock. It's weird. But in the background here, might be in the UK, I don't know. Maybe you or somebody else. See, the sprockets and all, everything's ruined here. Their whole life is ruined. Either themselves, or the people in this group are looking around going, look at all the destruction they brought. It's crazy. You're one person alone, and they had all these people coming after you, and yet their world is all destructing. It's all falling apart, not yours. You use your higher wisdom and discernment. Somebody could be under divine, I don't know, somebody's under investigation or something like that. You're shining a light on this. They can't move on. They can't escape. They're in hot water. They're in hot. Yeah, this is, wow. They were doing unalive spells. This is change. You are the phoenix rising. New beginnings, okay? Congratulations. They were lighting candles against you. Doing smecks. I don't know, lessons. I don't know, some sort of smeck spells, or I don't know anything about that shit. I don't want to. Page of Pentacles. Gathering some information. You learned your lessons. This is new beginnings for you. You took a practical approach. You took it slow and steady. You know what I mean? You learned what you had to learn. And now you're standing your ground. You're divinely protected and guided. Somebody's trying to block your channel. Do you have a channel, or your work, spiritual work? You could be a reader. You don't have to be. But you're standing here, divinely protected and guided. You had the upper hand. You had the advantage all along. See, when they started hitting upon you, I think you were almost at the top of these mountains, almost fully ascended. They barked up the wrong tree. Yep. You were, when they started hitting upon you, male or female, doesn't matter what gender you were pre-empress when they started hitting upon you. But you have a higher perception, right? Look at that. Look at that friggin' falcon or bird or hawk, whatever. It's not an eagle. You get your downloads right from source. You're single, abundant, independent, self-sufficient, stable, and mature. You're very, mind your own business. You're in your own garden doing what you need to do, right? You're okay on your own. You don't need other people to work with you to keep your competition at bay. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that wanted to be the only one. But your turf is being protected. Okay? What is yours is being protected? Male or female? So you could be an empress energy, male or female, okay, at this moment, which means you are a creator. You're a philanthropist. You're very well protected. Through your pain, you create new life. You can transmute and alchemize too. I don't say that. This is the first time, I think, or second time I've mentioned that. Yeah, you're being protected by the King of Swords, or this is law and order. Somebody stepping in. You're very knowledgeable. It could be one person. This could be you, male or female. You're very knowledgeable about the world. Maybe you've done a lot of studies. I don't know. Somebody's really worried. They can't eat or sleep. They get hounded at night. You're being protected. Okay. So they're worried because you're being protected. This is Archangel Michael, or somebody that's pretending that they're learned and very posh, or they speak the truth. People are finding out they're not speaking the truth. But this is Archangel Michael really hounding them. Take it for whatever that is. He is your protector after all. Yep. This was paybacks here. Six of Pentacles. You're very balanced. Somebody was getting paid handsomely from you. This could be law and order stepping in because they were stealing something from you. Or preventing you from making your money. Fair is fair, I just heard. Ooh, somebody has to make this fair. Balance the scales. Ooh, this was a poor investment. Oh yeah, everybody's getting a piece of this, right? They're going to have to start paying you back for all the money they I don't know, prevented you from making, or they stole. They're going to have to pay you back. They're losing their finances. They've lost everything. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is bad investments. You get what you give with the Seven of Pentacles. End of the road. They can't go any further. Something's not balancing out. They got to balance their bills out. They're in debt here. See how this person is looking at the scales going, why isn't it balanced out? I don't get it. There's books on one and money on the other. So knowledge for money. So they're getting paid knowledge for money. Your knowledge. and it was your money, and now it's a tower. They're going to have to let this go. Wow. They can't hold you back any longer. Nope. Somebody's unstable and insecure. This is not theirs. This is not their savings. They didn't save any money. They got to pay the piper. Queen of Cups. They're in their emotions here. They have no money for their addictions. Somebody with hidden addictions, male or female. They want to be in the limelight. This is emotionally unstable. This is somebody that blackmails and uses people with emotions. They make you feel guilty. They traumatize you. They threaten you. They cry one minute, scream the next. They don't care who they hurt. They're not loving, kind, nurturing, or sweet, or they don't have any intuition. If they're claiming they do the same as you, they have no intuition. 10 of Wands. Yeah, they're unburdening themselves here. People don't want this burden. They don't want to deal with this. Ending of the cycle here. It's getting too heavy. Better drop this. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Somebody's superficial, shallow, selfish. Don't care who they hurt. Play mind games here. 5 of Wands. Now they're fighting, finger pointing, blaming one another in this group. They don't want this conflict, these people. You walked away with your head held high. No problems here. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's making a head over heart decision, weighing options. Somebody's playing games, and they know it. 8 of Swords, you gotta let this go. You gotta let this go. They can't restrict you. If they were trying to restrict you, they can no longer do so. They can't attach anything to you, a false narrative, or any entities or attachments. You removed all obstacles, or they want to remove all obstacles in their lives. They don't want to be bound to this. Yeah, 8 of Cups, they're walking away. 8-8, by the way, this is karma. They're walking away. They're facing the unknown. They invested 8 out of 10 cups to find out there's no emotional fulfillment or happiness here. There's just backwash in these cups. Somebody took them in for a fool. High priestess. A lot of secrecy going on. Walking away. They wanted you to walk away from being a high priest or priestess, or they're going to have to walk away from it. These are readers. These are readers. Okay. Fortune tellers. A lot of secrecy. You're not talking to them. Walk away. Yeah. Page of Cups. You're innocent. Somebody may apologize to you. Innocence lost. Remember, there's a fish in that cup. Something's flying over their head big time. They're at the end. There's no more lands. Land's End. Maybe somebody lives there. I don't know. But they're at the end of the land here before they touch into this water and into these emotions. So somebody wants to apologize before they tap into their emotions. They might cry. I don't know. If they do, they do. It's no big deal. Everybody cries. Sometimes, you know. So you're in your purpose. And they were trying to attack you. They committed some sort of crusade against you. That's a big no. They were getting laughs and making money off of you. Oh, yeah, look at me, right? They were laughing at you, all right, but you're still laughing here. You're going to be the last one laughing. Happiness, joy, and healing. There's a lot of time put in, okay? They might be getting a lot of time in jail if they get busted. I don't know. It could be an arrest. Who knows? Delay, procrastinating, too busy. Somebody's procrastinating. Yeah. Somebody's trying to outrun their karma. Escape, denial, and excuses. It's not going to work today. There's an epiphany. Oh, my God. So somebody was making excuses as to why you weren't hit hard by their spells. Because you're divinely protected. That's why. Oh, boy. Better start running. Escape, denial, excuses, self-reflection, answered questions, untapped talents. Oh, no. It's coming back to us. This is the house. Something to do with the house. Home, family, roots, identity, and stability. And good turnaround, unexpected recognition, money, and inheritance. They could have bought a new home, got one that's more expensive, and now they can't pay their rent or their mortgage because it was all lies. The divine will do that. You think you're all that in a bag of chips, and you're stealing from somebody, although he'll keep watching over you, okay? He'll give you exactly what you need, and you know that your time is coming, okay? Where you get your justice, you'll get vindication, you know, and you'll get what's rightfully yours. But during the waiting period, he gives you exactly what you need, okay? You're not going without. These people, on the other hand, are living a lavish lifestyle, and they're getting used to it, and they're getting really cocky. They're getting really self-absorbed here. Like it's never going to end, this gravy train, until it does. Then what? Oh, dear. Anger. Whole kit and caboodle's going down. Everybody's angry at one another. Angry at themselves, really. Use its fire to transform, not to destroy. And these people were trying to destroy. Rage, frustration, resentment. They wanted you to get angry so they can really capitalize off your energy. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's a betrayal here. Your heart is wide open. Healing begins with acceptance and forgiveness. Deception, treachery, and backstabbing. So they're all doing each other in right now. If you're one of these people and you're listening, the best thing you could do is walk away from the whole kit and caboodle and make amends, atone, apologize. It's not going to it's not going to reverse anything, but it could mitigate. I can't promise you anything. I'm not God, but at the end of the day, that's what I'd be doing. Fuck that shit. Not that I would do this in the first place, but I wouldn't want any of that smoke. No. How did it get this bad? How did it get this far? Because you're all, I don't know, you all started buying bigger and better things. You like the lavish lifestyle. I don't know. 25, yeah, out of control. They don't want to take accountability. It's a 7 in reverse. This is not a victory at all. It's not going to go anywhere. They've been stopped. Yeah, by angels. They're trying to stop Earth Angel. You're healing. I don't know. They're all sucking off the teat of whomever. You, somebody else, everybody. They thought they were very fortunate. Fertile land over here. Let's get some of that. Good. You transmute and alchemize. You're very balanced. You're healed. You're healthy. This is fair. Fair is fair, I just heard. Yeah, they're finding out. They after around found out. There's an investigation. You're on your own. You're one person. A whole bunch of people coming after you, and you're still standing, doing great. Somebody could have gotten sick here, okay? I'm not speaking that over anybody. If you know, you know. Maybe you have to have some surgery. I wish you well. I really do. If you came after me, I still wish you well. And that's the end of, okay? Hopefully you have time to heal and you're able to heal. Hopefully you have time to atone, okay? They're finding out. 29. This is justice. Bunch of liars, right? Trying to hide under somebody else's skirt. Hide under somebody else's energy. Maybe this is how one or more of these people get people into bed. And that's something. So, I don't know. There's a lot of disquiet. 25 in reverse. Disquiet. Do you have a vague feeling that something's not quite right? Some worry that doesn't seem to have a specific cause? Trust those feelings of disquiet. It's easy to poo-poo them, especially if other people keep telling you everything is fine. So somebody in the group is telling you, these people, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Now it's too late. Wow. Your intuition's correct. Something is wrong, and it's closer than you think. Examine your work, your home, your health, your relationships, all the areas of concern in your life. Make adjustments as needed. And the dark aspect, don't make any sudden moves. That sounds like a cop would say, right? Don't move. Don't make any sudden moves. Put your hands up. Hands out the window. Patronage. Some people have a hard time accepting what they view as charity, letting pride get in the way. Having a patron, or more than one, isn't the same as taking a handout. Patronage says that what you have to give is valuable. So they're trying to impress upon other people that what they have is valuable. Meanwhile, it belongs to other people. Artists have known this for centuries, and today crowdsourcing offers patronage to creative projects of all kinds. Shift your ideas about giving and taking and look around for sources of support. If you are the giver rather than the recipient, be sure that your patronage isn't flavored with condescension. In the light aspect, be grateful but don't grovel. So these people made a lot of money off of you and others, okay? And now they might be groveling for some handouts. Wow. Or you're the one with the creativity and they want to see you grovel asking for help. Wow. Take that for whatever that is. To make it look like you're the one stealing, you're not all that in a bag of chips. And they can keep this lie going. I don't think so. The divine is tearing it all down. This lie is not going to keep going, okay? Compassion. If you've been harmed by someone, your pain and anger are legitimate responses. But if you find yourself stuck in the wounded place, you can heal your heart by filling it with compassion. For those people, try that a little bit, okay? Put a little bit of compassion in your heart. I don't know if you can. Compassion isn't pity or even forgiveness. It's suffering with, putting yourself in other people's shoes and imagining what they're going through. Even the very worst people deserve some modicum of compassion. After all, you have to be pretty damaged to want to damage someone else. In the light aspect, having compassion for someone isn't really about them at all. It's about finding peace for yourself. So I think you already know that. You're a very loving, kind, generous person, spiritually speaking. You're here to help. You're in service to God. So you do have compassion for these people, but you're not going to let them hurt you or anybody else ever again. If you can help it. You show a lot of compassion even to your enemies. And that's the way to do it. It doesn't mean that you're bending down, allowing them to get away with it. No, no, no. You're going to protect yourself, right? That's all. You could have a lot of compassion for others. I know I do. I had to put a stop to it. I was a people pleaser, you know. Oh yeah, okay, I'll just take it. You know what I mean? These poor people, they must be going through something rough. That's the way I look at people. I used to. And yes, I still do, but I also now know I come first. I give of what I can. If I'm overgiving, I have to stop. I have to regroup. I have to replenish whatever this is, or else there's not much left of me left over. So that's just something for you to think about, okay? Or else there's not going to be much left over. So just bear that in mind. Okay, let's get some intel on these people. I thought they were going to get away with it, right? We're going to get some more intel. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about these people and what they were trying to do? And what's going to happen if you so wish to tell us? Not that it's any of our business, right? What happens to them is none of our business. As long as things get righted. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Help me understand. Ooh, somebody's getting fired. They see me rolling. For abuse. They abused their power or their authority. They're disgraced here. Okay. They're feeling very, very bitter. Narcissist. They don't have any feelings. I knew it. Archangel Michael's protecting you. I knew it. Right? Plausible deniability. So it's a group of people saying all kinds of shit about you or other people to make it look like they're in the right. More people are saying it must be true. No, no, no. This is a group, but this is a cult, coven, secret society, all banding together for entertainment purposes to gather off of other people that are truly here to do their work. You know what I'm saying? They have addictions. Some of them do, or they claimed you did. I don't know. Now they're worried. Where am I going to get my money for my addictions? Oh my God. Oh my God. How am I going to keep my addiction going? Transfer of monies, fluids, or transfer of destinies or abundance. They made it. Maybe they tried it. They're obsessed with this. Funny ado. So there's a couple at the top of this. I keep picking up on this couple. We saw the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Folie à deux, shared psychotic disorder. Now remember, it could be 2 males, 2 females as well. Gender has really nothing to do with it. It's just the energy. So they thought they'd pull this off. They'd been doing it often, long enough, and they thought, yeah, this is good, right? Right? There's shame here. Yeah. They're trying to shame the people that they were working with. These people are realizing these people aren't my friend. They're not my friends. They're my frenemies. Okay? It's all about competition, comparing themselves. They want to be the big boss here. The truth is coming out. Now they're going to have to settle with you, or they're thinking about it because you outrank them. And everything they put out, there you go. Reversal. Choke on that. Okay? Ooh, somebody could have aspirated or choked on something. I was picking that up this morning too. Please be careful. Even those who came after me. You know what? Me wishing you well. It's the truth. I do wish everybody well. I wish them healing. I wish them to stop doing what they're doing because they're just making it worse for themselves. And I have to look away because I can't stand to watch them go down. You know what I'm saying, right? So maybe you've looked away. It's like, you know, I'm not carrying that hate. I'm not carrying that anger. I'm not carrying any of that bitterness. That I'm not going to be jilted. I'm not going to be jaded. Why should I carry that around? Because that's what somebody did to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're carrying any of those feelings around, maybe ask God to help you shed those feelings, let go of those feelings, because these people did this to you. Why should you carry that around? That's their shame, that's their anger, that's their illness, okay? Because these lower vibrational energies, these emotions could potentially make you sick. That's the last thing I want for you after what they've put you through, okay? So let it go if you can. I know it's not that easy. Ask God to help you let it go. Wish them well. I know it might stick in your throat, you know what I mean? But say it, practice it. I wish you well. I wish you healing. May you do better. You know what I mean? Wish them well. It reflects very, very great for you. Okay? Hope you like to read, and until next time, take care.